In today's episode, I'm going to show you my live P&L in the last 1 year, how much money I've made. And also in this episode, I'm going to show you how I've done it, my strategies of doing this. It is very difficult. It is also slightly higher in the risk appetite region, right? So I would suggest that you do not do this. I'm just showing you from an educational standpoint as how I'm doing it. So guys, there are three types of traders in the market. Number one is a busy guy, right? Imagine he's going to work 12 hours of work, 8 hours of work. So he can't invest time into the market. So for that kind of a person, they are called long-term investors. So they basically either buy mutual funds or they buy stocks and they leave it for a very long period of time. Next, there are people like me who are medium busy. Medium busy is that I go to work, but I do have enough time in the evening or in the night or on the weekends where I can actually do a lot of research on the stocks and understand how to invest, right? So that is the second type of thing. These are called medium term or short term investor, where they mix both. They mix long term investing and they mix short term investing. The third are the intraday traders who don't go to work, but their main job is to sit every day and trade in the market and make money from the market, right? Now I fit in the second category because I can't do intraday. I go to work and I have some time because I know how to invest in stocks. I come in the medium category where I'm medium busy and I can invest in momentum based investing. So my strategy that I employ is something called momentum strategy. What I do is I invest a lot into like swing trading, right? I find a good stock, I invest in it for some time and then I exit it maybe after 1 month, 15 days, 20 days, whenever the target hits or whenever the stop loss hits. Now, if these stocks that I'm trading in currently are also in the F&O segment, then instead of buying the stock, I use the F&O market where I buy the future and I buy a put, so that basically I offset it, right? So that means both sides I'm basically safeguarded. So I put a hedge over there. And let me show you how much money I made, what was my capital, what is the percentage return that I'm doing till now in the last financial year, which is April to now. So stay tuned. So guys, this is my live verified P&L. By the way, this link is also in the description. I will also put it in the comment section below. So this is my last 1 year, which is Jan to December, the total amount of profit that has been made. And as you can see, that is 20 lakhs on equity. As I told you, sometimes I buy, sometimes I sell. There are swing trade stocks that happen. And then if the stocks are also in the F&O department, then I buy and sell stocks as well in the F&O market, right? Because obviously I get more leverage, I have the capital, so I can generate more income. So totally in the last 1 year, which is 365 days, I've made 20.92 in equity and 48.85 in F&O as of now in the last 1 year, which gives me a total return till date of 69 lakh 78,000. Right, and as you can see, the month of June, there is no trades at all. This 1 month I took a break. Basically, I was traveling to US in the month of June, and with US timings and India timings, I couldn't sync the market. So then I just decided, let me just focus on work and not do anything in the market. And I also needed a very big break, right? So as you can see, my longest streak has been 8 days of profit. My most profitable day was 15 lakhs in one single day, because one of the F&O stock that I bought either went up by 5-7% or went down by 5-7%. Again, not in my control, but maybe it was just good. My highest loss has been minus 15 lakhs also I have done in one day. So basically minus 15 lakhs and profitable also 15 lakhs. So overall, it has been approximately 69 lakhs. But then you will ask me the question, Shashank, all this is fine, but what about the capital? How much capital did you? If you had 10 crores, then 69 lakhs is shit, right? It's not great. So how much capital did you actually trade with? So I will show you that and I'll tell you how I've done it also. Okay, so I'll show you both. So this is my P&L and this is my dashboard. So this number is not correct. It's not 1.36. It's actually 1.49 crores. I don't know why it's showing 1.36. I'll just show you my holdings. Obviously, I'm going to blur all of this, but I'll just show you my holdings. So my current holdings is, let's say, 1.19 crores. And the remaining funds is around 27 lakhs. So if you calculate and add both of it, it comes to 1.48. So that is what basically my capital is as of now that I'm trading. But I didn't have this capital obviously when I started. So in the month of April, I started with 1 crore, which is April of this year. I started with 1 crore and I made approximately 69 lakhs, and I've taken out money. So that's why it's at 1.5 right now. I've also cashed out some money and started investing in different asset classes. That was from Jan to December, right? This verified P&L was Jan to December, where I made 69 lakhs, right? Now, if you calculate 69 lakhs on a capital of 1 crore, it comes to approximately 70%. But what is my April to now, which is this financial year also, I'll show you. Right, so if I go to this financial year, which I just click on current FY, in the equity market, as you can see, I have made 24 lakhs in the equity market. June, obviously, I didn't trade. April, not much of swing trading, right? But August, September, October, November, December is when I've made good amount of money in my swing trades. My charges and taxes are 3.2 lakhs. Now, there's a question that you guys will say, Shashank, but equity doesn't have taxes. I mean, brokerage to nahi hai equity mein, right? Zero, the charge is zero. But this is not brokerage as such. As you can see, brokerage is there, but 11,000 when I do intraday trading. But if you see the exchange transaction fees, which is 17,000 And STT, which is 2,65,000. Security transaction tax is extremely high, mainly because my volume of investing is also around 1 crore, 1.2 crores that I invest, right? So my charges become extremely heavy. So yeah, this is, and stamp duty is 21. So basically 3 lakhs is basically what I've given off as tax to the government. I've made 24 lakhs realized P&L. 3 lakhs gone, other debits, credits gone. So totally net realized is at sitting at 21.6 and unrealized is sitting at minus 1.67 because of the recent dip that has happened in the market, which in the next, I think 1 week should recover by New Year, right? So equity was this in the last 1 year, in the last current financial year, which is April to now, which is around 21 lakhs. Let's take this, not this. So 21.6. And if you look at the FNO segment, it is around 38.79. Again, 3 lakhs gone in taxes. So 20 plus 38 is approximately let's call it 39 plus 21, so almost 60 lakhs is again there on a capital of 1 crore. So till now, from April to December, I'm sitting at approximately 60% gain, and I still have another 3 months, which is Jan, Feb, March to go. So hopefully my goal is to hit, and now obviously the market is doing really well because in the next few days the market is also going to go up. We're going to have the election rally. So hopefully Jan, Feb, March I should hit an overall P&L of 80 to 90 lakhs. My aim is to hit 1 crore, but let's see. Again, this is not very risky trading what I do. I do obviously swing trading, but I back it with a lot of data, back it with a lot of science. I don't do a lot of Nifty and Bank Nifty because I don't have time to do Nifty, Bank Nifty. I usually do Nifty, Bank Nifty when I feel the market is either too volatile and gone up too much or gone up too down in a single day and next day there's a correction that needs to happen. That is when I do. But Nifty, Bank Nifty, whenever I invest, I really lose a lot of money, right? So this is my entire P&L for the last 1 year. So for all the people who keep saying that, you know, these influencers just keep coming, giving gyan, selling courses and make money, they don't make money by themselves by investing in the market. I'm just trying to tell you that it's not the case with everyone. Don't put me also in the same basket. I do make money from courses, but my income from this is much more than the money I make from my courses. And as you know that I'm not a very big creator like all the others. So I don't make some crazy amount of money on courses. I don't keep selling you courses right now in the YouTube video as well. I don't have all of that. I am very happy because I make good return on my own capital, so I'm not very greedy on that. Now, as I said, there is no harm in doing the first category and the third category, which is intraday trading and long-term investing. I would also consider myself very lucky that I got 60% returns in this year, mainly because the market has also been kind and I've captured the bull markets really well, where the target is open. Whereas in the bear phase of the market in the last 1 year, I've had stop losses and I've hit stop losses quite a lot. As you can see, if you see my entire graph that is there in the last 1 year, only 2 months I've actually made good money, which is May and July, right? Everywhere else you can see there is equal amount of reds and there is equal amount of greens. Is this the ratio? Because my stop loss is small but my return is high. So if it goes against me, then I lose less money. But if it goes for me, then I make a lot of money, right? So that is what the entire scenario is. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have liked this video. And if you have any doubts, any questions, put it in the comment section below and I will answer for you if you have any doubts about the strategy and whatever it is. And what I also think is I'm going to show you my watch list, right? Because the watch list is what I keep looking at different stocks. In the next video or in the coming videos, I'm going to show you what my watch list looks like. Okay, this is me, Shashank Udupa, signing off. Take care. See you guys. Bye.